So this is our example number 2 for bending stress. The simply supported beam in the figure has T-shaped cross-section shown in the figure. Determine the values and location of maximum tensile and compressive bending stresses. Okay? So ito yung ating figure. So meron tayong overhang dito, yung segment BC. Okay? And simply supported lang yung ating beam. Okay? And subjected siya sa ating distributed load na uniform, and isang 1,000 pounds sa overhang. And ito yung kanyang cross-sectional area. So napansin niyo sa number 1, yung ating neutral axis and centroid is nasa gitna, since yung ating cross-sectional area is rectangular. So ito hindi na. Okay, wala na siya sa gitna. So ang gagawin natin, kailangan nating i-locate yung location ng ating neutral axis by Varignon's theorem. Okay? So, i-locate muna natin yan. So, nasa inyo kung anong gusto nyong kunin na distance. It's either sa top or sa bottom. So, kahit saan naman dyan. So, sabihin natin ito yung ating yan. Ito yung ating neutral axis. So, ngayon, ibang kulay na lang. Yan. Yan. So, kunin natin yung ating y-bar. So, syempre, doon sa ating topic sa centroids, ang ginagawa natin kapag iba-iba yung shape, ang ginagawa natin is sinahati natin yung ating figure. So, hatiin natin yan sa dalawa. Yan, dalawang rectangular. So, ito yung magiging area 1 natin. Okay, ito yung ating area 1. And yung ating area 1 is, saburahin natin to. So, 0.8. Okay, so 0.8 inches. So, 0.8 inch pala. Sorry, yan. So, area 1, then ito yung kanyang y1. Okay? Then ito naman yung ating area 2. Yan. Okay? So, area 2. And ito yung location ng kanyang centroids. Yan. So, this is y2. So, isa-isahin natin yan. So, area 1 is equals to 0.8 multiplied by, okay, yung height nito is 8 inches. Okay? So, 0.8 multiplied by 8. So, 6.4. Okay, so 6.4 inches squared. Then, ang kanyang y1 is equals to, okay, kalahati ng 8. So, 8 over 2 inches. So, this is 4 inch. Okay, 4 inches. And area 2. Ang ating area 2 is, okay, ito yung kulay blue. So, 6 inches multiplied by 0.8. Ayan. So, 4.8. So, 4.8 inches squared. And yung ating y2 is equals to, okay, so 8 inches plus kalahati ng 0.8. So, 8 inches plus 0.8 over 2. And this is equals to 8.4 inches. Okay, so yung Varignon's theorem natin, alam naman natin na summation of area multiplied by y bar is equals to the summation of area multiplied by the respective centroids. Okay? So, AY. Ayan. So, ang summation area natin, syempre, itong total area natin, A1 and A2. So, pwede natin makuha yung ating y bar by this equation. So, summation of area multiplied by y over summation of area. Okay? So, ito nyan, ang ating y bar is equals to A1 multiplied by Y1 plus A2 multiplied by Y2 over area 1 plus area 2. Ayan. Okay? So, ang gawin natin dyan, yung area 1, area 2 natin, gawin natin alpha A and alpha B. So, alpha A multiplied by y1, 4, plus alpha B multiplied by y2 na 8.4. Then, alpha A plus alpha B. Then, pindutin natin yung calc. Tinatanong kayo ng calculator nyo, ano daw yung i-input natin na alpha A? Ang alpha A natin is 6.4. Okay? Okay, and yung alpha B daw natin, ano yun? This is area 2. So, 4.8. Ayan. So, 5.886. So, 5.886 inches. Okay. Ayan, so, tumatama tayo kasi yung ating 5.866 is less than sa 8 inches. So, ibig sabihin, wala rito yung ating y-bar. So, tumatama tayo. Okay, so next. Okay, so kunin naman natin yung yung ating moment of inertia with respect to neutral axis. So kung napansin niyo dito, yung ating mga centroids is wala sa mismong location ng centroidal axis natin or sa position or sa ating neutral axis. Yan, ito yung ating y1, ito yung ating y2. Ibig sabihin, kailangan natin mag-transfer formula. So kapag sinabi natin transfer formula, ita-transfer natin yung kanyang centroids papunta dun sa centroidal axis. Okay, so yun. Kaya nga sinabi na transfer formula. So, sabihin natin ang I and A natin, ayan, moment of inertia of the whole section with respect to neutral axis is equivalent to I1 plus I2. Ayan. Okay? So, yung I1 natin is yung ating area 1. Okay? So, ano ba ang transfer formula? Okay, remember. Alalahan natin ang transfer formula. Ang ating transfer formula is equals to Ix bar, okay, plus area multiplied by d squared. Okay, so alalahanin natin ito. And syempre, alalahanin rin natin yung Varigno's theorem. Okay? Ayan. So, yung Ix bar natin is the moment of inertia with respect to its centroids. Then, ito, area niya. Then, itong d na to is the distance of the centroids papunta dun sa centroidal axis. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, ito yung ating D1. Ayan. And, yung dito naman natin is ito. Ayan. Kasi sabi, di ba, ang D daw natin is the distance of the centroids to the centroidal axis. Ayan. Okay, so wag natin alalahanin yung D1 nandito na yan. Madali lang yan. Kahit hindi nyo na tignan sa figure, automatic, madali lang siyang i-input dito sa ating equation. So, paano yan? So, gagawin natin dito, di ba, Ix bar natin. Ang Ix bar ng ating rectangle na to is BH cube over 12, right? So, ngayon, with respect to x-axis, ang nakahiga sa kanya is yung base. So, ang base nito sa area 1 natin is 0.8. Okay? Ang height naman niya is yung 8 inches. Okay, so, yan, BH cube over 12. Then, yung area niya. Ang area niya natin is A1. Okay? Then, ano yung D1 natin? Ang gawin natin dyan, kunin lang natin yung difference ng y bar and y1. Ganun lang siya. So, y bar minus y1 squared. Kahit magkabaliktad pa yan, okay lang. Kuwari, gusto mo y1 minus y bar, okay lang. Kasi, naka-square naman so magpa-positive pa rin. Okay? So, ayan. Ganun lang lagi. Kaya importante, naging practice ko na kasi na bago ako kumuha ng y-bar, okay, and bago ako kumuha ng moment of inertia with respect to neutral axis, ang ginagawa ko, nililista ko muna lahat dito. Ayan. Okay, kasi lahat ng mga nasolve na nandito is yung gagamitin rin natin papunta sa neutral sa moment of inertia with respect to neutral axis. Okay, so paano yan? So, 0.8 multiplied by 8 cube, okay, over 12 plus area 1. So, anong area 1 natin kanina? Yun yung alpha A, hindi ba? So, naka-store na yun kanina kasi ginamit natin yung calc. Okay? Then, y bar. Ang y bar natin is 5.866. Ayan, minus y1. Ang y1 natin is 4. Then, squared. Yan na siya. Okay, so 56.418. So 56.418. And this is square, this is square also. Then ito, cube, then this is inch. So maging inch to the fourth to, inch to the fourth din yan. So inch to the fourth. Yan. Then last, yung ating I2, b cube over 12. So with respect to neutral axis na nakahiga, ang nakahiga sa ating area 2 is yung 6 inches. Okay, so siya yung ating base. So base multiplied by height. Ang height niya ngayon is yung 0.8. Yan. Yan yung sinasabi ko sa inyo dun sa sa example number 1. Kasi baka malito kayo, ang gawin ninyo, yung base, ay yung napapansin nyo kasi di ba karaniwan yung height is yung mas mahaba, di ba? Kasi nga, yun yung nakatayo. Okay, so dito, nagkabaliktad na siya. Okay, so yung ating base and height is depende kung ano yung orientation ng ating figure. Okay? Then area 2 multiplied by y bar minus y2 squared. Okay? So 6 multiplied by 8 cube over 12 plus area 2, which is yung ating alpha b. Then y bar is 5.886 minus, okay, y2 is 8.4. Yan. So ito, nag-negative siya. Okay lang kasi naka-square naman. So 30.592. So 592. Okay, 593. Okay. So 593 inch to the fourth. Therefore, yung ating moment of inertia with respect to neutral axis is yung dalawa. Okay? So, 56.418 plus 30.593. So, 87.011. 87.011 inch to the fourth. Okay? Ayan. So, meron na tayong y bar and meron na rin tayong tawag dito, moment of inertia. So, ngayon naman, isolve na natin yung ating reaction dito. So, this is AV and this is RB. So, saan natin solve? Ito na lang. Okay? So, summation of moment. Okay, at B na lang. At B is equals to 0. Clockwise is positive. So, AV multiplied by 10 feet. Okay? Minus 4,000 pounds multiplied by 10 multiplied by 10 over 2. Then ito, ang rotation niya is clockwise. So, positive 1,000 pounds multiplied by 4 feet is equals to 0. Okay? So, AV natin is AV multiplied by 10 minus 4,000 multiplied by 10, okay, multiplied by 10 over 2. Okay, plus 1,000 multiplied by 4 equals to 0. Okay, so 19,600. Okay, so 19,600 pounds. Ayan. So, positive. Therefore, upward, positive, therefore, tama yung ating assumption sa direction. So, upward talaga siya. Okay? Then, summation of forces vertical is equal to 0. Upward is positive. So, 19,600 minus 400 multiplied by 10 minus 1,000 plus RB is equals to 0. So, ang RB natin is 19,600 minus 400 times 10. Okay. Minus 1,000. Okay. Plus RB is equals to 0. Okay, so negative. Okay, so negative siya. Okay, so ibig sabihin, kailangan ng kailangan na suporta ng mga downward forces. Okay, so sabihin, dapat yung ating RB is downward. Wait lang balikan natin yung kanina. Parang nagkamali ata ako dito. Okay, so AV multiplied by 10 minus 400 times 10 multiplied by 10 over 2. Okay, plus 1,000 multiplied by 4 is equals to 0. Ayun, nadoble ko ata yung kanina 0 to. Okay, so 1,600. Okay, so nagkamali ako ng pindot siguro kanina. So 1,600. Okay? So ito niyan, 1,600. Ayan. So 1,600 minus 400 multiplied by 10 minus 1,000 plus RB is equals to 0. Ayan. So 3,400. So 3,400 pounds. So positive, therefore, tama yung assumption natin sa direction ng RB. Okay, so upward siya. So i-plot natin yung ating shear and moment diagram. So importante na i-plot muna natin kasi kung napansin nyo, may overhang dito. Okay, so ang pinapahanap kasi rito is maximum tensile stress and compressive bending stress. Ayan. Kasi dito, sa gitna, positive bending to, tama ba? Then ito niyan is possible na nag-negative bending, tama? So, ibig sabihin dito, meron tayong tensile and meron din tayong, meron tayong compression and meron tayong tensile. Ganun rin ito sa BC. So, kailangan mo natin i-plot para mas maintindihan natin kung paano yung magiging moment diagram niya. Kasi, meron tayong dito, dalawang maximum bending, isang positive and isang negative. Kung hindi tayo sure doon, mas maganda nga naman na i-plot natin. Okay? So, shear diagram. So, mag-area method lang tayo. So, AV, ang AV natin is 1,600. So, 1,600. Okay? So, ito tayo sa B. So, 1,600. Then ito, downward. Okay, so 400 multiplied by 10. So, negative 2,400. Okay, so, negative 2,400. Then, RB. Okay, so, RB natin is upward. So, negative 2,400 plus RB is 3,400. Okay, so 1,000. Ayan. So, 1,000. Okay, then ito niyan. So, C, wala naman ng iba dyan. 0 lahat. 0 to, di ba? So, 1,000 din yun. Parang ganito lang yan. So, 1,000 plus 0. So, siya rin, 1,000. Okay? Then, 1,000 to. Then, 1,000 to positive. Then, ito downward na 1,000. So, 0. Yan. So, this is 0 degree. So, magiging first degree niyan to. Yan. Okay? Yan siya. Okay, so kung napansin niyo, meron tayong zero shear. So, ibig sabihin, andyan rin yung isa sa mga maximum bending. And meron rin tayo dito na nagkaroon ng transition from negative to positive shear. Ibig sabihin, meron din tayo ditong maximum bending. Okay? So, kailan ko na-discuss yun doon sa chapter review ng ating chapter 4. So, bago yun, kailangan mo nating malocate kung nasan tong zero shear na to. So, sabihin natin x na to. Okay? So, madali na lang naman to kahit sa calculator na lang. So, x, okay, over 1,600, ratio by proportion lang naman to, is equals to x distance nito, nung 2,400. This is what? 10 minus x. Okay? So, 10 minus x, then over 2,400. So, calc. Yan. So, 4 meters. Okay, so, 4 feet pala. So, kung 4 feet to, ibig sabihin, ito niyan is 6 feet. Yan. So, dito yung ating maximum bending na isa.